You are watching a clip from the Sports and Sorts podcast.
The infected belly button.
It's great. It'll just be some cute little footnote.
Do you think he's gonna be like? Think he's gonna be like Schilling? He's gonna have a little blood on his abdomen.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Oh, you mean the Kool-Aid? Okay. Blood. So I have to tell you, I have about had my fill of Red Sox fans. They are the most. We were texting about this yesterday. There's the most arrogant, so full of themselves fan base that I really. And what bothers me so much too about Red Sox fans is they just don't handle winning well. You'd think after winning 3 of these things now and having a 4th in the bag, that they would be able to handle winning a little bit better. But it's a struggle for them. And is it because, like, and I'm almost curious, like, if you're a Red Sox fan, can you tell me, like, why this is? Like, honestly, the Yankees have won 5 in my lifetime. And I don't count 77 or 78. I'm not going to be that guy. Yeah. They've won 5 in my lifetime. And although I have celebrated it, I have never, to my knowledge, and if I have ever done this to a Red Sox fan, I would apologize. Usually I only do this as a defensive thing because I never get in the faces of people about it. I really don't. If my team wins a championship, I really just try to enjoy it, absorb it, because honestly, I don't really care about how anybody else feels about it. To me, it's a special moment, and you know that they don't happen very often. Mm-hmm. Red Sox fans really try and make like a pointed attack on Yankee fans. They really go after Yankee fans. And I think Lance brought up a good point on the Yankee text group the other day where he said that's sort of the mentality of the Red Sox fans. They're still obsessed with beating the Yankees, whereas the Yankees are just obsessed with winning the World Series. Like, that's how the fan bases are. And honestly, I think it's very true. Mm-hmm. I really do. I mean, if you're a Red Sox fan, why such the obsession with beating the Yankees? At this point, you've won 3 World Series. You're going to have a 4th. Shouldn't you actually be more obsessed with just winning the World Series as opposed to having to go through the Yankees to do it? Just win. Just win the World Series. I just don't understand the mentality. Is it because you're born losers and so you just don't know how to win? You've had to learn to win as opposed to being born into it? Like, I was literally born a winner. Literally? When the Yankees literally born a winner. I was born in 1977. Guess who won the World Series that year? Reggie and the Yankees. 78. And you were born in 78. Guess who won the World Series that year? The Yankees. Mm-hmm. We're literally born winners. And the Red Sox fans are not. They were born losers. It's not your fault. It's just the card that you were dealt. But why you can't handle winning is beyond me. I just don't understand it. Get it together. I've always been a big fan of and I know it's kind of ironic coming from a guy who never actually won a championship, but I've always been a big fan of the Barry Sanders quote. You know, they used to, media used to ask him every time after a game he scored a touchdown. He didn't celebrate. He didn't dance. He just ran the ball over to the ref and handed it to him. And they were like, why? In this era of guys dancing and celebrating and doing stupid,
the icky shuffle,
sneaks in the end zone, why do you just hand the ball to the ref? And he said, because you should act like you've been there before. So that's my advice to you, Red Sox fans. Act like you've been there before because you actually have. You've won 3 of these things. You're going to win a 4th next week. Act like you've been there before. So when it takes place and you're dancing in LA or if it takes you 6 games and you're dancing in Boston, instead of going after Yankee fans on Facebook, why not just celebrate it and be happy that you won another championship? Instead of going on and saying, F you Yankee fans, there's another one. Now we're only 1 behind you or something, whatever. Try and enjoy the moment and don't focus on the Yankees. Because I can assure you as a Yankee fan, we are not focused on you. All we see is adding number 28 to the collection. We don't care about you. All right, I'm done.
That was a good rant. I like that.
I wanted to get that out because I'm just like at my wit's end with Red Sox fans because they just don't know how to handle themselves. You'd think after this many titles they'd have it figured out. They don't have it figured out.
I might have to actually cut that clip out and give it its own little post on YouTube later.
Go for it.
Yeah, because that's a good one. I like that. That was a good one.
You're more than I would actually welcome that.
This rant was brought to you by The Bry Man.
He was doing his Good job!
You can find Sports and Sorts on Facebook.com/ShaneandtheBryman, where we go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Also find audio-only versions of this podcast anywhere podcasts are played, or on our website at www.sportsandsorts.libsyn.com.